The Super Bowl is the biggest game in town. It attracts more than 100 million viewers every year. People want to see not just the football, obviously, but the commercials. They want to know what's hip in pop culture. And Madison Avenue wants to capture some of that pop culture zeitgeist too. This really is kind of ground zero for whatever is new in the culture. And you have to ask yourself, who doesn't watch Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl is so big that its post-game show was the #2 show on television last year. You'll have to go down to the 5th most watched show on television to find something that's not the NFL. And that show, the Oscars, has an audience size only 32% of the big game.
There's no other way for an advertiser to reach this many people all at once, and that's what makes it worth the $5 million that NBC is asking this year for the broadcast.
So why is this one game so big and so important for so many Americans? We found 2 theories to help explain.
There's good reason to believe that the Super Bowl is the ultimate FOMO. The fear of missing out is deeply rooted in human nature. Humans evolved in small groups, and we're pretty flimsy creatures on our own. From an evolutionary perspective, missing out meant that you might die, that you couldn't survive on your own, navigate the savannah and the dangers there, and secure enough food for yourself to survive.
While the stakes of being left out of the group aren't life and death like they were early in our history, we remain captive to those same drives.
What it means now is being socially excluded from things like conversation, but it also means you want to be included in social events, and people who might not even enjoy football feel compelled and a desire to be part of those events because of their basic social needs, their need to belong and connect with their friends and share common experiences.
This common American experience is sort of like a religion, according to Dr. Joseph Price.
The Super Bowl is a popular expression for many Americans because it provides the high holy day for what we might call American sports religion. What I'm talking about is not thinking that Roger Goodell is some kind of deity, but what I'm talking about is how football itself shapes the worldview and the orientation for many Americans who are attracted to the game in deep ways that make it almost a matter of life and death.
Those ways are these 4 American myths, which you could think of as ideals we value as a culture.
There's a sense in which football dramatizes the ideals of manifest destiny. The idea of manifest destiny prompted Americans to move west and take territory. In many ways, that's what happens in football. It also combines the fascination with the American entertainment industry. We have the American economic system identified with the number of corporations that have promotions. They tend to capture much about the American spirit in terms of its capitalistic values. It's also the case that the Super Bowl is an expression of American patriotism.
Whatever the reason is that Americans watch, media experts predict the Super Bowl will again be the biggest show on television and the biggest cultural moment of the year.
Hey NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.